What's up, Internet? Carlos here from MashThatKey.com, and today I wanted to bring you a quick video and show you how you can use LosBuntu to wipe your media so that you can prepare it to receive the data that you're going to be using during your examinations and your image acquisitions. Now, I use the term wipe, but in reality it's called sterilization. And sterilization occurs when you use a known value, when you write a known value to your media so that when it's done writing that value, you can validate that nothing else has been written to that media but the value that you decided to write to it. And in the computer forensics world, we use the value of 0. And we use 0 because once zeros have been written to media, you can conduct a hash algorithm called the checksum 64, which adds that data containing that media. And if that media contains nothing but zeros, then your checksum value is going to end up being 0. If you can hash that data and your value returns nothing but zeros, then you can confidently say that all your media has been properly wiped. And you can do that using nothing but LosBuntu. LosBuntu is a Linux live distribution that you can find at losbuntu.com. It is completely free. Go to losbuntu.com, download an ISO, and create a bootable USB thumb drive. Which is exactly what I've done here. I've booted my laptop from LosBuntu. I don't have any hard drives on this laptop, and I've removed them so that I can show you the output of a few commands and just make it cleaner. So with that said, let's go ahead and let me demonstrate this to you. I have one external media device, which I'm going to introduce to LosBuntu right now, which we're going to use to simulate the process of media sterilization. So let me show you. In order to profile the physical devices that are connected to LosBuntu, you can do that running the fdisk-l command. Fdisk-l needs super user privileges, needs root privileges. So type in sudo before the command, and it's going to require the password for LosBuntu, which is mtk. I think I typed that wrong. We'll try it one more time. Password is mtk. And there you go. We have one physical device connected to the machine. I'm going to introduce the hard drive that we're going to sterilize right now. And I insert it to the USB device, to the USB port, correction. And LosBuntu recognized the drive. It is right here. The volume on that drive is called storage. And we're going to sterilize all the data on that drive, and so that you can later format that drive and prior to formatting be 100% confident that all the data has been gone. We do that on the Linux world with the command xxd. If I do xxd with the -a, which stands for auto skip, it'll read all the data on physical device dev sdb and pipe it or send it to standard output. xxd on that physical device needs root privileges, so we type in sudo again. And as you can see, there's a bunch of random data being sent out to standard output. That means that this drive has not been sterilized. It contains values other than zeros. So to write zeros to that drive, we're going to use a tool called shred. Shred is going to require a few flags. The first flag is V for verbose, which simply is going to show you what's going on as it works. By default, it writes random data to the drive, and because we don't want to write any random data to the drive, excuse me about that. We don't want to write any random data to the drive. We're going to tell it to write 0 amounts of random data to the drive. So we type in shred-v for verbose and 0, which means do not write any random data to the drive, or write 0 times random data, actually. And then once you're done writing 0 amounts of random data, do a final write containing nothing but zeros. That's what the Z Zulu stands for. Do a final write containing nothing but zeros. Once that command has been written and laid out, it needs super user privileges. Type in sudo and hit enter. Oh, I did not specify the physical device. and that device is dev SDB. And we hit enter, and you can see that it is writing data out to the physical device. Pay attention here to this system monitor that I've installed here in LosBuntu. You can see that there's data being written to the device, and while that data is being written, I'm going to take this time to tell you that this is a neat little trick to know how to do from a live CD, because if you have to boot a machine that contains multiple internal drives, you can boot it from LosBuntu and run this command multiple times on multiple different terminals against the multiple internal drives, and in essence, you don't have to take any other drives out to wipe them. You can just wipe them right from a live version of LosBuntu. So a really cool trick to know. Now, it has finally finished, and now that it has written nothing but zeros, let's validate that it has written nothing but zeros using the same command that we ran before, which was xxd-a for autoskip devsdb. Now, if we run that, we're going to get this output. This is going to be the hex offset of where the drive starts, followed by nothing but zeros, and that's really good. Then you're going to get an asterisk denoting repeated lines. So if this drive contains nothing but zeros, you're going to get an asterisk after this first line. And then you're going to get the hex offset of the last sector of the drive, followed by nothing but zeros. If you get these three lines right here, then you know that you have successfully wiped the drive with the known value of zeros, and this drive contains nothing but zeros. And let me prove that to you. To prove that, I'm going to show you that I'm going to use the command hex edit -s to show me sectors of devsdb, and that's going to open up. You see that we have nothing but zeros. In here, I'm going to write a 1, and I'm going to save the changes and exit, and I'm going to run the command again, xxd-a-devsdb. Look what we have here. We have the XXD is telling us that this drive is no longer sterilized because it contains something other than a 0 at hex offset 00. All right, so you see that the command xxd-a can be used to validate that a drive has been wiped, and the command shred vn0-c devsdb can be used to wipe that drive. So there you go. Those are the commands that can be used to sterilize media and prepare it to receive your data. And that's all there is to it. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.